All right, Lonnie, we got to set up for the shoot today. How are you doing on yours? By the way, you might want to take the cap off. It works a lot better.
Oh, okay,
It really does. You know, it's amazing. We talked and we had the probably most successful Street of Dreams home we've ever had. Over 2,000 people.
Right.
Every comment from the world. You know, they were talking about all the furniture. These are so low.
I guess it's in style. That's what they say.
I still like the high one, but man,
Oh,
okay,
whatever.
this is a mess. We got to clean this
It
up
is.
before the
I
shoot.
agree. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
for instance, that one does not go here. This pillow doesn't go.
Look at these pillows. Look at this. This is like a shag carpet pillow.
And by the way, that was one of the most popular ones out
This is
there.
in style. Yeah,
It's back
yeah.
again, so
Oh,
who
whatever.
knows? But okay, I got an idea. We don't know what we're going to talk about today. Why don't we talk about what's trending? We met
what's in
2,000
style?
people. They showed us which ones they like the best. We have pretty good knowledge. What do you
Let's
think?
talk about it today.
Because we've talked about what's up. We've talked about what's underfoot. Let's talk about what's trending here.
Let's
I
do
like
it. Let's do
Okay,
it.
that's
We need our
thing.
team to help
Yeah,
us. Hey,
they're here. Hey, guys, we're
on
going
in,
to talk
guys.
about what's trending. Clean this up a little bit for us. Lonnie and I have to go out and get some more equipment. So think about it. What's trending? All right?
all right. What's in style? Great.
Now, do you think he's talking about what's trending, like we just had the Street of Dreams, or what's trending, like a Chicago Cub World Series hat?
Well, first of all, that's trending better than the Bears hats.
Oh, that's true.
But I think after 2 weeks, it's done.
I'm hoping for one more season.
He's probably talking about fashion.
Could be fashion trending.
Yeah.
You know,
We like a little
the
fashion.
striped socks are really trending right now.
Yeah, I like. I got some socks. Yeah, look at that.
How are you doing, guys?
What is that?
Talking about trends.
That's awful.
No, we mean trending on the Street of Dreams, what people like, not your fashion. No.
The only thing worse than that would be no socks at all.
Oh, that's horrible. Who would do that? I mean, seriously. Oh, come on.
That's trending
You
for
gotta
real
be
right now,
kidding me.
right?
What's the world coming to?
Lonnie, there must be a generation gap.
I don't know. I don't
We're in
know.
trouble.
Hey, by the way, can I see the yellow tie? I think that would go great with Izzy's shirt right here.
Wow, this Street of Dreams made a mess.
I did.
With over 2,000 people, I guess it probably should be, but whoa, we have to get this ready for the show. So,
that many people?
about ready?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
But hey, before we start, I think you need some of this.
For what?
For your feet
saw it
and
too.
hey, there's
That's a
some
special
socks.
effect we don't need.
No, Lonnie, you want to open up?
Okay, yeah. Hey, welcome to Between the Studs. I'm Lonnie Norris, and this is part of the Granite Ridge Builders team, including Tony Ranke, our president. And we are glad you've joined us today as we discuss new homes in one of our neighborhoods or lots or yours. Today, the subject is going to be exciting. It's trends, right?
Absolutely. We just had 10 homes, fully furnished, probably the most successful Street of Dreams we've ever had or even imagined. 2,000 people, we've gotten a lot of feedback about what they loved and liked. So I thought this, why don't we do something about what's trending? We've talked about what's underfoot, we've talked about what's trending. So what were some of the things you guys heard that people really enjoyed after the parade?
I heard a lot of people talking about repurposed pieces and artistic finishes.
Oh, yeah.
Those are two of the things that really are trending right now.
Those brick walls that we had, the island with the stone. You got to talk about that one.
You know, one thing that I saw a lot of is people talking about the different rooms. We had the flex room, we had the children's play retreats, the sun rooms. I mean, they're really liking the different spaces that we're putting into
The
the
only one we
houses.
didn't have is the snoring room.
And furnishings. The furniture is so important, as well as window treatments. We have a lot of window treatments out in these homes that are gorgeous. And don't forget your interior wall colors and exterior colors.
Right. And how about gourmet kitchens? We highlighted 10 incredible gourmet kitchens in this tour, which included things like granite tops and corian and quartz and all kinds of incredible appliances, et cetera, as relates to kitchens.
And one of my favorite things that people brought up every time was the flooring.
Oh.
There are so many new products, and it keeps changing almost daily. And we could show literally every type of floor that's in production today in one of our 10 homes.
Okay, so I think we've got a lot to talk about. There's a lot more. We'll see how much we get done in about 25 minutes. So let's all pick our parts and pieces and let's give our audience a real thrill. All right.
Hey, Izzy,
Oh,
I think
man.
you need this just
Yeah.
as much as I do here. All right. There's that.
Anybody got a
There's that.
shoehorn?
All right, let's get going here.
Elizabeth, at this year's Street of Dreams tour, we had over 2,000 people coming through our specs and models. And what's really trending now and what people wanted to talk about was window treatments.
It is. One of the hot trends is window treatments. We have some beautiful blinds back here. Now, typically people put a blind in a home for privacy or to keep the sun out, but you can also make it decorative and pretty to look at. So these are custom by Choice Designs. And, you know, we have some on a cord. We have some you just pull down. You can see we have blinds over here that are not on the transom window, so we still get some natural light through.
I think one of my favorite trends with blinds now is people are starting to integrate technology. As we increase ceiling heights and go 10, 11, 12-foot ceilings, those blinds can be hard to get to. So we've got a lot of remote operated systems now that are really user-friendly.
And then to warm up a room, you can add some draperies. That is really popular. There's a lot of beautiful fabrics over at Choice Designs that they can help you with. They have someone who specializes in window treatments. So draperies are a great accent to your home, and don't forget the hardware.
I think we've got one more set to install. Let's head over to the next house and get it done.
A double deep island with storage on both sides, talking about using your imagination. That is what's trending.
You know, there's so many different options that you can do with all this extra storage on the front side of the island. But there's so many things that are trending right now that we're showing off on all these homes in Sienna Reserve, in kitchens, including, do you take a look at that backsplash? It's got a nice travertine backsplash to it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got that real thin stack. It just looks amazing. I like what we've done here with the mixed use of metals too. We've got your stainless and we've got the bronze here, different kinds of metals, and it looks wonderful together.
And the other thing that's unique about this kitchen is they're also using oversized lights over the island, which are really making a huge statement piece in here.
Overall, again, the islands, just using your imagination, whether that be storage, length, sizes, shapes, different kind of textures, all kinds of different ideas with the island here that are really trending well.
So really what's trending is just whatever you can imagine.
Lonnie, what's trending? It's got to be trimscaping.
You are right. Take a look at this foyer cornice molding, or crown molding as we might call it. It's a three-piece. It's built up and it really adds a lot of accent to this room.
And here's what it does. It solves what we call the empty box syndrome. It gives that illusion that these walls continue into the ceiling, so it makes this 10-foot ceiling look like an 11-foot ceiling. What an amazing illusion.
You're right, and we're talking just a few $100s in this foyer.
Yeah, and what we've got behind us is casing. Do you remember when we used to put the 3 1/4 and
Or
then
even 2 1/4,
or 2 1/4,
right,
and then
right.
we'd put back banding on it. Now what are we doing?
Now we have knives that are such that we can actually make this piece in just one cut.
And it saves money because it's not 2 pieces to put on, one, and they're bigger, and those profiles have gotten better and better.
We got all kinds of profiles.
And also during that Street of Dreams, we featured doors. We have all kinds of new styles. For instance, this is really trending. We've got a beadboard here, archtop, Santa Fe door. What other kind of doors do we display?
We have like 6 other profiles that we display, and they're all basically the same price. We're talking about 4-panel, 6-panel, solid, single panel, all kinds.
3-panel Craftsman. It is really trending. We'd love to sit down and talk to you. Just give us a call or even stop out and see us. We'll talk more about trimscaping.
Izzy, if there's one thing about this room that I love, it's that clear story window.
It is. A lot of people come in here thinking there's an actual second level, but instead we've used the clear story window to provide a very unique room here.
There's a lot of nomenclatures going on right now with different names, and we saw a lot of that during our Street of Dreams, where we were naming a lot of our homes to give people an idea of what they were going to be walking into ahead of time. Things like Bohemian Warmth, we had French Country, Luxe Contemporary.
The Old European was a favorite, Urban Industrial, of course, and Mid-Century Modern.
You know, there's just so many things that are going on right now when it comes to housing. And there's also a lot of nomenclature going on with different rooms that are in a home as well. You know, like this room that we're sitting in right now. Den, study, office.
You can take these rooms, and again, we've talked about the word flex room a lot, but we've actually, more accurately, just making things your own. Taking this room, purposing it for whatever needs you have in your family.
You know, very true. We're seeing a lot of families getting more into detail with things like playrooms, music rooms, whatever is really their family is into. We want to customize that room to be exactly what they're looking for.
And the ever popular, again, is always your sunroom. Sunrooms are one of the most favorite additional rooms that people add to their houses.
And people are doing so many different things with the sunrooms to really make it their own. Like we're seeing a lot of people put in extra refrigerators or bars or different pieces of furniture that can make it their own. Family gathering spaces, extended dining areas.
And of course, the one that we cannot forget because you won't let us forget it, the snoring room.
You know, that's just one room that we did set aside so people had a little extra space. So if they do have a partner that snores, they don't have to worry about waking them up nearly as much. And yes, unfortunately, that has made us famous.
It's one of those ones that I'm okay with us forgetting about.
I wish I never did that segment.
So Izzy, when you talk about what's trending, you have to talk about basements, or what we now call lower levels.
Yeah, we've gotten away from the word basement because when you think of a basement, I think of dingy, smelly, musty areas, and that's definitely not what we're building any longer.
You're right. And now we're finishing them with the same products that we use upstairs, sometimes even better products. And because we're spending so much time on that lower level, it's a very important part of a new home.
You're able to come down here and spend so much time because we're using the daylight windows. We're using walkout basements. We're making sure that you actually have got light and it's a very livable space.
You're right. And we're using these lower levels for a variety of reasons. Let's talk about some of those things we can do on our lower level.
Well, the main word that comes to mind for me is just entertainment, because whether that be entertainment as in guests or entertainment as in just having your household downstairs having fun, when I think of the first kind, I think about a wine bar or a beer bar, different kinds of grotto type scenarios where you can have all kinds of different offerings for guests when they come over.
And not just bars, but full kitchens. I'm talking about a refrigerator and a microwave and a stove, a place to really entertain. When I was raising my kids, we were really excited to have a basement. We knew where our kids were. They were in our lower level, in our basement, and all their friends were there as well.
And with this kind of an option now, we can also look at doing things like, your video game centers, your big TV screens. Again, not just a theater space, also even a sports bar feel where you've got a large TV, a second and third TV, where you can watch more than one option while you're entertaining with your family.
You're right. And of course, if you put in an egress window, a lot of people are doing that and they're placing a bedroom in the lower level.
So now your lower levels are definitely one of the biggest trends and something that you definitely need to consider for a good price.
Right, it's going to be the cheapest square footage under that roof, probably $14 to $16 per square foot to finish that lower level area. A lot of bang for the buck.
Lonnie, blues are the way to go, man.
No, again, guys, these
red,
socks are
purple
horrible.
red.
Look what Tony's got, just a nice black sock. That's what we're talking about. These socks have got to go. We gotta
That's
go.
the best thing you said all day. I couldn't agree more.
Oh man, that's not what we're talking about. Hey, when we talk about what's trending, we have to talk about outdoor living. It's probably the #1 thing that's trending today on today's new homes.
You can be as simple as a patio. You could enlarge that patio for a couple $100. For $1,500 or $2,000, you could do a stamped concrete patio. But here we are in a covered patio, $4,000 or $5,000. What a great extension to your home.
You're right, Elizabeth. Another thing that's very, very popular is an outdoor fireplace, a place to cook up the hot dogs and the marshmallows, enjoy that aroma.
You could do a beautiful outdoor grill or cooking station as well.
Right, there's all kinds of options outside, and at Granite Ridge, we've got a lot of options to show you, so come on in and take a look at some of your options as it relates to outdoor living.
And you guys know who the #1 buyer of these exterior living areas are? It's the villa buyers, the villa lifestyle. They love to be outdoors. They love the fireplaces, the community. It really is a #1 trend.
And they're taking these spaces and adding screens, so they could do a garage door screen so it can go up and down. They may make it a screen-in porch or even the Easy Breeze so they can use it throughout the entire year.
And you know what? This is so nice. I think we got about 10 more minutes before the next segment. What about just relaxing?
Relax. Leave your
Relax.
shoes on, Tony. Leave your shoes on.
But the socks look so good.
Elizabeth, no matter what home we build and what client I talk to, the kitchen is always one area where we spend a lot of time really working out the details.
It definitely is. Kitchens obviously will always be a popular talking point. With our floor plans and homes being so open, it's even more important to focus on this area.
Yeah, we're making them a lot larger because multiple people now are cooking in the kitchen at once, and we have a lot more seating within that area because it is kind of the hub and where everybody gathers.
Probably the hottest trend is the island. Islands keep getting bigger and bigger. We're doing a lot of seating at at the island. People are using their nook less and less and gathering around the island more. A lot of times we have our kitchen sink here, so you can stand here and talk to your company or your family.
Yeah, you don't feel quite as left out when you're doing the work in the kitchen. I've noticed that we're doing a lot of things with tops now, so we've kind of gotten away from some laminate tops and gone to more some hard surface items.
We do. Quartz is very popular. Granite is popular. The cost has really come down on these over the years.
Yeah, we used to think if we were going to do granite kitchen, automatically $10,000 plus. What are some of the numbers we're seeing now, Elizabeth?
Well, granite, we could be $3,500, $5,000, depending on the size of your kitchen. Quartz is usually a little bit more, so $5,000, you can really have a nice statement in your kitchen.
Incredibly reasonable though for what you're getting with these kitchens now.
You can. And quartz, I should add, there are literally 100, 150 different colors to choose from, and it really is a piece of art in your kitchen.
Absolutely. What are some of the other things that are trending now right now with kitchens?
Well, one little thing is your sink. An undermount sink is really popular. We're doing a lot of the granite composite sink. Another thing we're really seeing is your backsplash.
Yeah.
People are really getting creative and adding a lot of touch on that backsplash. For example, this one, we have a mixture of metals, of subway tile, a very inexpensive thing to do in your kitchen.
Elizabeth, another key talking point with a lot of my clients is the cabinetry.
Cabinetry is trending, and Granite Ridge Builders is really proud that all of our cabinets are custom. So that's a great feature of Granite Ridge. Now, some of the things that we're seeing hot right now are a raised upper cabinet height. So people are raising it an extra foot, going to 42 inches. With the higher ceilings,
Exactly right.
it really adds some extra volume to the room. Another thing that is trending is a double stack upper cabinet. So that's basically taking your cabinets all the way to the ceiling. You could have some beautiful glass around the top for display as
A
well.
lot of folks are lighting that glass as well, has a nice effect in the evening. There's also, in this cabinetry, you'll notice we did kind of a different color with this one.
We did. This is a beautiful color. We're doing a lot of painted maple cabinets. So typically you see that in a white. We're getting into your greens and your grays, and this is kind of a blue gray. And what's so neat about this is we've incorporated it into the trim as well.
And a lot of folks are maybe, if they don't feel comfortable enough making that dive into doing it with all their cabinets, maybe they're just doing an island in that color and really accenting that.
That is a great accent. Sometimes they'll even do a stain on the island, so they still want to incorporate some of the traditional elements on the island.
Elizabeth, you mentioned we're getting away from stain. We're doing a lot of color in our cabinets, but we're really integrating color in a lot of other places in the home. Let's go talk about some of those different areas. Elizabeth, easily one of the biggest trends is color, whether it be inside the house or outdoors. We've been able to put together these nice swatches so that as people come into our homes, they can see what wall colors we use and have a little keepsake to take with them.
Color is so important because it does affect your mood. So it's a big talking point. Now in the kitchen, we had talked about cabinet color. And one thing that we're doing is incorporating that same cabinet color into the trim color. So in this particular home, in the hearth room, kitchen area, we have a blue-gray trim, which really makes a statement.
And we've actually mimicked that color into the bookcases behind us.
And also we've done a different color in this particular room. We have kind of a buttery yellow. So we're still seeing the main portion of the home in your tans or your grays or your soft green tones, but you may want to take one room and make a statement.
Yeah, folks are doing it in rooms like this, a den or an office. You'll even see folks maybe take a risk or go a little bolder in the master, or even the master bath.
Another way to mix up your color, which we've done out here again at our Street of Dreams, is we've taken the main level and done a deep stained trim, and then on the second floor, a painted trim.
Yeah, that combination is nice for folks, especially coming to our tour. They can see both options in one home.
Now, not only do we talk about color in the home, but we also talk about the outside, and we've done a lot of fun things, and it's a hot trend.
Yeah, these colors outside, Elizabeth, we're doing deeper, bolder, rich colors. You'll see dark reds or blues. We're getting away from just the old beige tones that we got used to seeing for quite a while.
And again, we're doing a lot of grays as well, but we're doing some really deep grays. And there's a lot of accents that you can do on the front to mix up your color. So you may have the traditional gray or brown house, but on the front we're doing red shake, deep brown shake.
Yeah, people are even integrating some color with stone or even with maybe the front door.
So our suggestion is take a risk, go bold. And if you're not sure about that, stop out at any open house we have. We have some great ideas to encourage you.
You know, Izzy, Andy, to answer the question about what is trending, we certainly have to talk about accent pieces and places in the home.
During our Street of Dreams tour, one of the biggest eye catchers that I was asked about constantly was this accent to our island here. We've taken stone and that is normally seen on the outside of the house or on a fireplace, and we've taken it somewhere else and made a completely different accent.
And I think you're referring to them as misplaced accents. Things like, for example, furniture. Typically, we would find furniture in the home, but now they're going outside to those outside living areas.
Another real eye catcher with this home was our flooring. It's a porcelain tile. Another misplaced accent is taking this and putting it on the back of a wall for a headboard for a bedroom. So in that whole wall, you put a porcelain tile floor. All of a sudden, it changed the total tone of the room.
You're right. We're also taking a lot of old things and renewing them. Things like barn beams and shiplat siding, for example, is very popular now, bringing them inside and accenting walls and places in the home.
From mantles to beams to doors,
Walls.
all kinds of different things that we can do there. And again, one of we missed as well, I'm sorry, we talked about taking those, we also have a brick wall that we've brought from the outside, again, inside into a kitchen. So there's lots of different things we're doing there. And another accent that I've liked is an artistic style of it as well, where we're doing faux artwork, whether that be a faux texture on a wall or an art piece. It's almost like wallpaper, but it's not the gaudy stuff that we grew up with. But now they're taking very artistic pieces and putting them as a painted wall.
Yeah, people are personalizing their home. They're doing things they really, really like. And Izzy, we're actually talking about things that don't necessarily cost a lot of money.
No, these things can, again, for less than $1,000, you can do a lot of these items in your home and really make an accent piece that is something that makes your house very artistic.
It's exciting.
So Elizabeth, another really popular trend has been flooring. We're starting to see folks get away from carpet and integrate more of a hard surface flooring throughout the house. There are so many different products people can choose from today. What are some of the options that they have?
Well, wood flooring has always been really popular, but it has some big drawbacks. It scratches, it dents, it fades, and it's not good with water, so it's not something you want to put in your kitchen or bathroom. Well, there's some neat trends now. For example, porcelain tile. Now, we're used to it being a square, but they're making porcelain tile to look like wood flooring, so it's very deceiving because people think it's wood, but it's not. This is coming in long planks, wide planks, a different variety.
And we're starting to see this go in just more rooms than kitchens and baths. We're starting to see it in great rooms, den areas, and it's really expanding over with that open concept.
As far as price goes, it's comparable to your wood flooring. You're probably looking at about $8 to $10 a square foot, but the longevity of this floor will really pay for itself in the end.
So if folks are looking for a different price point, maybe to save a few dollars as opposed to that porcelain tile, where else can they go?
Well, one thing we're doing a lot of, a really hot trend, is your luxury vinyl plank. Now, this is a vinyl product, but it comes in planks, so it's not rolled out like a sheet vinyl.
And it's a little bit thicker, so it's a lot more durable, right? It comes in that snap-together planks. It isn't a sheet vinyl like we're used to seeing.
It is. When it comes to luxury vinyl plank, there's a lot of different manufacturers who make this product. One that we use a lot of is Cortec.
Cortec's been really popular, so it has a lifetime warranty. They advertise it as kid-proof and pet-proof, and it's also a waterproof product. So it's actually a hybrid. It's made of a vinyl layer on top, a manufactured wood product on the middle layer, and then a cork backing adds some softness to the product.
And price-wise, we're less than the porcelain tile, so you're looking at about $5 to $6 a square foot.
So Elizabeth, there's a really cool stud tip to be able to tell what types of products we're using, because they all tend to look the same. If you lift up the register on one of these hard surface floorings, you can see the cutaway of that floor and get a good feel for whether it's a laminate product, a hardwood product, or one of these tiles or Cortec products.
One of the biggest trends that's going on right now that we saw during the Street of Dreams is really making your master bathroom into more of a master spa.
And having a master spa doesn't mean you need a really large bathroom. You can take a small bathroom and do a lot of extra features to make it spa-like.
You know, a couple of those features that we're seeing more and more of is river rock being used in the actual shower itself or on the floors, just to kind of give it more of that natural feel, bringing that outdoors in a little bit.
So for about $5,000 to $7,000, you can really have your retreat or that nice, serene tranquility in your own bathroom.
Now, are you seeing more, Elizabeth, with different people kind of calming the colors down and giving it more of the white towels and the clean and the crisper look to give it that spa feel?
do. We do see more of that. The clean lines, like you said, the timeless, the classic look.
You know, another thing that people are putting into their bathrooms to really set them off and make it look more like a spa is the mirrors. They're doing more mirror mates. They're framing the mirrors and they're making them really stand out. And they're doing this for as little as $225 to $350.
It really does dress up your bathroom. The vanity is important, so people are incorporating their quartz countertop or granite countertop in that space as well. Another popular trend is a cabinet linen. So if you have a nice wide vanity, you can put some cabinetry there, which is also a little linen closet.
So if you're wanting to make your master bedroom or your master bathroom a little bit more like a retreat, go ahead and give us a call at Granite Ridge Builders and we'll show you that trend.
Okay guys, you know what? I thought this was really a great show. What I want to do is let's summarize for the audience. So what the answer to the question is, what's trending? How would you answer it?
You know, the big thing that I see of what's trending right now is actually quality of life. Things that are making people's life easier once they get home.
Oh yeah.
Certainly when you think about your home, it is now a place of entertainment for the family that lives there, or the household that lives there, and also the guests that come in.
And the custom spaces for you and your family. We have so much inspiration out in all of these homes, plus we have designers to help you.
Right.
I think about bringing artistic inspiration into the home. You know, bringing a beautiful piece of art or doing things that are so decorative and beautiful that it actually inspires you.
So the answer really is a lot of things are trending. We would love to sit down and talk to you. There's a lot more than what we can do today to show you, but this was just a great little small sampling of it. Jared, would you want to close?
Sure. As always, guys, we want to thank you for spending part of your day with us. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please just pick up the phone, give us a call, visit the website below. Even better yet, come in the front door. We'd love to show you how you can incorporate some of these wonderful trends into your new home.
All right, guys, I got 5.
Oh, so you guys got a little game going here, huh?
I
think I feel too.
What? That was a smart move, boy. You know
Live
what?
to play
We gotta
another
get back
day.
to work.
Yeah, let's
You
not
and I are really good at reading hands, aren't we?
Yep.
This was my work for the day.
That shows us things as double islands and granite tops and Corian. Oh, not Corian.
We do have it.
We do.
In this
We do
basement.
in the basement.
Oh, God.
Good.
Like I said, Corian. Right.
All right, guys, I'll go 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just the ending. I'm sorry. I thought we were doing the whole thing.
Making sure you can pour something in that cup.
How's your coffee?
Right,
Take your shoes off.
No, the air's blowing.
right. I'm down in. Right?
Just for that comment, I will.
No. When it comes to,
Sorry, go. I'm ready.
when it comes to, stop. Okay. When it comes to luxury,
Don't go yet.
come on, let's do this. I'm getting hungry.
All right, let's go.
When it comes to luxury,
I was ready, man. I was dialed in that time.
I just had to get it out.
All right.
When it comes to luxury vinyl plank, there are a lot of different manufacturers.
I can't do
My
it,
gosh, I'm
man.
gonna have to have my dinner.
I can't do
delivered.
it. I can't do it.
By the way, Izzy, look at the ding dongs playing ping pong.
We got next, right?
Oh, they've been bugging us. Hey, can we play?
Come on, you get in it.
Oh!